Sasa ndio mnapata full meaning ya BBI ni nini. Mmepata kuijua kwa sababu hao watu hawezi kufichika. Na mimi nakwambia we will not be intimidated. Mimi nimesimama hapa na silikuwa nawaangalia tu. Hakuna vile mimi wangeniambia sijui nini vitu ambavyo havieleweki, just to create a scene, kuonekana kwamba there's something sijui nini, but at least hawangeweza kujificha wale watu wao ambao wamewatuma hapa. Yeah.
Lakini inatoa taswira gani na mkutano huu utakuwa ukiendelea hapo kesho chini ya saa 44?
Yeah. Mimi nataka kusema yote ambayo mnayoona hapa, hii labda ni kionjo tu kwa wale mengi ambao wameyapanga. Lakini sisi tumesema ikiwa kweli BBI is about inclusivity, it's about the unity of this country, we will be there to air our views ya watu wetu wa pwani. Na hayo mengine ambao wanayapanga, hiyo is their business.
Unataraji utapewa nafasi pia kuzungumzia masuala yako?
Mimi nataka niseme hivi. Mimi nafasi kama mpwani, ikiwa kuna watu watazungumza, then mimi nimetangulia kusema ya kwamba na priority apewe kiongozi ama mpwani azungumze, because BBI chapter iko coast sahihi. Kwa hivyo nafikiri mzungumzaji atakuwa ni mtu wa kutoka pwani.
Kuna baadhi ya viongozi kama kiongozi
mama kiongozi mwanamke eti kwa sababu hakubaliwi kufanya press conference na waandishi wa habari. Wale wamekubaliwa. Jana wametuambia kwamba hii ni 001. Sisi tunataka kumwambia hii sio mali yako. Hii ni mali ya wakazi wa pwani na watafanyiwa BBI vile wanataka. BBI ya pwani itazungumzia SGR. BBI ya pwani itazungumzia masuala ya bandari. BBI ya pwani itazungumzia korosho. BBI itazungumzia coconut. BBI ya pwani itazungumzia extrajudicial killings, watoto wanaotoweka. BBI ya pwani itazungumzia miundo misingi, barabara, afya bora. Itazungumzia haya mambo yote, kazi kwa vijana, elimu kwa watoto wetu. BBI haitazungumzia regional governor, eti muungano haramu munaungana ili muweze kujitengenezea nafasi zaidi, muweze kuiba wa Kenya zaidi, mukatae wa Kenya wanufaike hapa Mombasa. Hiyo porojo hatutaki. Junet, keep your Migori, we keep our Mombasa. Eti Junet anatuambia ati yeye ndio atasema nani anaongea. This is Mombasa, they are leaders from Mombasa. Migori problem is not Mombasa's problem. Sisi tuko na bahari, nyinyi hamuna. Huwezi jua shida ya bahari yetu. Kwa hivyo Junet, karibu. Sisi tunakukaribisha wenyeji, viongozi ambao tumechaguliwa hapa, tunakukaribisha. But you cannot plan for us. You cannot plan for us who is going to talk, because you want to hear the same song of impunity, politics of ya kusukumana kando kando, siasa za kipumbavu, which we are not going to allow. Joho jana anatutisha hapa eti 001. 001 baba, utajua safari ina vuguvugu ya wapwani. We are going to be there tomorrow at Tononoka. Na hawa wanakuja wanatumwa, wakuje, mbona wamekimbia? Wanaume kama mabinti kukuja kupiga mama.
Lakini mheshimiwa, matatizo haya mbona msiweze kuyasuluhisha kabla ya kesho? Maana yake ni kama joto linapanda.
You covered Joho's press conference yesterday, right? Sisi tulienda kuattack. He was given the freedom to say what he wants. Sisi pia tumeita press conference yetu leo. Tuna haki ya kusema vile tunataka BBI address. You cannot tell us that BBI is for uniting Kenyans. We shouldn't even speak about BBI if Miguna is not home. Miguna should be here, first of all, for us to start a conversation. You are telling us it's uniting, and now you are attacking us. You are sending your goons. Some works in the county as inspectorates. You are sending them to attack us because we simply want to say that we will be at Tononoka to speak for our people. The problems that are facing our people should be addressed tomorrow. Mount Kenya region has done the same. They spoke about coffee, they spoke about milk, and they were given money to sort out their problems. Why is it a problem when we leaders from Mombasa want to talk about ports, we want to talk about SGR, we want to talk about the economy, we want to talk about the health center, healthcare, we want to talk about jobs for young people? Why is it a problem that we cannot address these issues? If BBI is about, yes.
Lakini kwa nini msiweze kutatua masuala haya kabla ya kesho?
Tutatue vipi? Sisi tunaenda mkutano kesho.
Ukiongezea hiyo, kuna baadhi ya viongozi akiwemo hata seneta Kichuma Murkomen akisema kwamba tayari kuna habari kwamba ameshurutishwa kwamba iwapo atakuja kesho basi hatapewa nafasi ya kuzungumza.
Right, and that is Nyali Member of Parliament Mohammed Ali Elias Dishopevu addressing members of the press from Mombasa. And we are going to be giving you more details on that particular story in our subsequent bulletins as well. But for now, we'd like to cross over to what's happening in County 032. Our reporter Kigodha Mwangi is on standby and he will be bringing to us the latest. Remember, he has been touching on various issues, key among them the security situation in the area. And of course, as of now, he will be telling us what exactly he's covering from Nakuru County. Kigodho.
University retirement benefits scheme that has been started exactly sometimes back, and it has been rented. Over 50% of it has been rented. So that means that today they have an AGM to make sure that they tell members exactly what the benefit scheme has done, and also what the benefit scheme will achieve in the long run. Remember, one of the big four agendas of the national government is infrastructure and investment, and also growth in industrialization and real estate. And some of these people who are here, they are former workers of Egerton University who are here, maybe to be told the progress of this mall. And with me now is Professor Simon Mahungu, who is going to tell us. He's one of the trustees who is going to tell us exactly why they have the AGM and what is the investment of this program. Professor, it is an investment that has gone up to the tune of 2-point-something billion. Exactly. When did you start? And the name, you will start with your name and maybe explain to us how this is going on.
My name is Professor Simon Mahungu. I'm a professor of food chemistry, and I'm also the University Industrial Liaison Officer at Egerton University. This AGM is composed, or this scheme is composed of 4 universities: Kisii University, Laikipia University, Chuka University, and Egerton University. We have had this construction, which has cost about 2 billion, plus minus a few hundred millions, since 2018. So it has taken barely 2 years to complete. The purpose of this building is to give our members something to fall back to. After they retire, the income from this building will be supporting them in their retirement benefits. The other thing is that we intended to be part and parcel of achieving the 4 agendas from the government, that is food and nutrition security, health, housing, and industrialization. The key thing for people to have food and nutrition security is to have an income. This structure is going to employ a lot of Kenyans in Nakuru, and that means they will be able to access food that is of high quality. That will impact positively on farmers, our farmers, who again will have a market for their produce, and that means we are going to put money to farmers. After that, the farmers will be able to put up structures around Nakuru so that you can support and give housing to the huge employed fellows that we are going to employ here. The other thing is that food will be available in groceries. We are going to have a major supermarket that's an anchor tenant. We are also going to have a huge food court. We are going to have SMEs who will be selling snacks, processed foods, so forth and even a gym that will help Kenyans who have eaten a little bit too much to reduce the calories.
Exactly. How many members are in this scheme? How many members are in this scheme?
This scheme has about 2,900 members distributed in the 4 public universities that I have just mentioned. And they contribute, every member contributes 10% of their salary, and the employers contribute 20% of that salary so that we can have an income. The other thing I need to mention is with our scheme, when you retire, members are paid in less than 14 days. So our members are never having challenges as they retire. This building is going to be like an insurance that they will always have their cash when they need it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Indeed, a very good investment and also a challenge to young people who maybe are eating too much, are eating their salaries, everything, to maybe dedicate 10% of their salary maybe towards investment.
Young people who are employed, we encourage them to remember that one day they will be old. And that means they will retire. And when you retire, health becomes a challenge, income becomes a challenge. But the situation we have at Egerton University's retirement benefit scheme is that the resources that we generate, because the money is not just invested for this building, we also invest in government boards. It makes sure that those young people, when they age, they will have a livelihood that is almost like the one they are having now. However, it needs that young people learn to save. Even if they are on contract, we are allowing them to join the scheme so that they can save.
So basically, membership is you can also join if you are not a member of the old scheme.
I didn't get that.
You can also join if you are not a member of the old scheme, the one that is retirement benefit.
Nowadays, we are open that employees of the 4 universities, whether they are on contract or permanent and pensionable, they will be allowed to join. And there is another thing that we have introduced, that is post-retirement medical scheme. It has been found that people, when they retire, there is a challenge with their medical issues. And now members will be allowed to contribute so that they can be covered during all their lifetime after retirement in medical services.
Indeed, Shiksha Arora, a very good challenge to us young people who just want to go and make merry, eat all the salary, use it. They say party after party after party. We have been challenged that we should look into matters investment and also retirement benefit because we are not growing any younger, we are growing older. So Shiksha and Joroge, when you are there in studio, make sure that 10% of your salary goes to savings. My name is Kigodo Mwangi, my camera person John Wangombe. We will be right back with the panel in the next few. Don't go away.
I am sure Mwangi, valuable advice there for saving and of course for a better future. All right, from there we'd like to cross over to another presser that is ongoing where ODM leaders are currently talking and of course discussing matters BBI. So let's just listen into that.
While on the other hand calling the president's partner, who is the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, in the initiative Muganga, Muchawi, Mutu wa propaganda na Mutu wa vitendawili. Yesterday he added to this Nyapara. As young members of parliament, whose duty it has been alongside other progressive members of the Jubilee to protect the president and the handshake, which has been ongoing in the period now intervening 19 of March, from the attacks of the deputy president and a section of Jubilee in an attempt to pour vitriol, jibes on the BBI and its progenitors, namely Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga. Having said that, we join all those, both in and out of Jubilee and the opposition, who have welcomed the deputy president and his delinquent and renegade win of Jubilee, following their change of mind to now support the BBI. We use the words delinquent and renegade very advisedly. For how can you describe the deputy president who, one, week in, week out, has called meetings and used church forums in the president's own backyard, and whose sole agenda of this meeting has been to disparage BBI, the handshake, as a project meant to perpetuate dynasties and to create positions for a few individuals, namely the President and the Right Honorable Raila Odinga. Mr. Deputy President, Senator Murkomen, Moses Kuria, Dindi Nyoro, Kimani Ichungwa and the entire brigade, please confirm to the nation before you come to Mombasa tomorrow and to Tononoka that BBI is no longer meant to create positions for the President, for Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, and nor is it meant to perpetuate dynasties. Number two, soon as the BBI regional conferences in Kisii and Kakamega kicked off, you, the Deputy President, calling yourself the principal assistant to your boss, Uhuru Kenyatta, went on a campaign to brand the regional forums as unnecessary, a waste of taxpayers' money, and intended to perpetuate a 2022 agenda for some individuals. Read Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. You continued with this unfortunate chorus even after the president made it very clear that he had a full support of these forums. And even after the president gazetted the extension of the terms of the BBI task force. Mr. William Ruto, Murkomen, Moses Kuria, Kimani Ichung'wah, Rigathi Gachagua, and the entire brigade, please confirm to the nation before you attend Tononoka tomorrow that you no longer consider BBI regional meetings as a waste of taxpayers' money and intended to create and perpetuate corruption. I will now invite my colleague to read the rest of the statement, and then my colleagues will chip in before we take on questions.